Hello there guys, how's it going? My name is Dave DLC Dave and welcome back to Marching On Together. Today we're at the Chelsea game and we also have a Champions League game after you, and actually it's worked out to be an exceptionally interesting Champions League game. But before that we've played some games since that opening day win against Palace, and it's been going very well. I'm very pleased with how the season started. If you look at the fixtures here, we took Wolves apart really, 3-0, all within the first half an hour. D'Amico scored two, one a penalty, and one not, and Gabriel Jesus grabbed the third. We then had a 0-0 draw with Arsenal. I'm never going to be dissatisfied really with getting draws away at the big teams. It's not um, that bad. I'd like to go and win one of them every now once in a while. I don't think we ever have yet since we come up, but you can never really grumble at an away draw at the Emirates. A 3-2 win against Leicester. They took the lead actually after about 30 seconds. They scored instantly through Bongonda, but Jesus, Malcolm, and Vlasic put us in control, and Iheanacho's goal was really just a consolation at the end. We then went and beat Juventus 4-1. It was a stunning performance. Mikel Merino grabbed two stunning long-range efforts actually, and Neto and D'Amico scoring within a few minutes of each other before half time. Dolberg did grab one back, but we were always very comfortable. We then had a 3-3 draw against Liverpool, and I was gutted about this one because it all happened in the second half. Salah scored for them, Neto equalised pretty quickly, and then D'Amico scored again. We were 2-1 up basically in 2 minutes. Crazy stuff. Then Mane equalised. Then D'Amico grabbed another in the 86th minute, and I thought, yes, we're there now. But Lamina smashed in a long shot, and we couldn't hold on for the win. Anyway, I was frustrated. I felt like I thought like we'd done enough to win, but it wasn't to be. Then in the third round of the Carabao Cup, we got drawn against Man United, which has happened a couple of times actually. I don't. It seems a bit odd. We keep getting drawn against them, and I actually rotated the team quite a bit, and they didn't. And I was concerned when I looked at their team, and I thought, oh God, they've gone full strength. But we were able to hold out really until quite late, and then when they scored, I made changes to bring on some of our first teamers, and fortunately, D'Amico and Jesus were able to get the goals and turn it around for us. So we have actually knocked out I'd say the best team in England, which I say I want to win something this year, and I think you know League Cup not a bad opportunity to do it. The next game is away at Everton, so it's not easy in any way, but there's no reason why we can't go there and get a win. So, as you can see, the Champions League game we're going to be playing is against Barcelona. The group we got drawn in is here. Barcelona, Sporting, and Juve. Now, it looked to me like an impossible task, but we took Juve apart really in the opening fixture. So I'm a bit more hopeful after seeing that. And yeah, it's been going really well. The only blemish really is an injury to Luke Shaw. He picked up a broken foot, so he's going to be out for the best part of 3 months. So maybe Christmas or January perhaps when we'll see him again. Also a small mention to D'Amico. If you can see there, 6 starts, 7 goals, 5 assists. He has been absolutely insane. Absolutely unbelievable for a 20-year-old. And if you are looking for a youngster, go get him. Go get him. No doubt you could get him cheaper than what I did if you got him earlier, but he is so good. So good on the ball. So, the team today. Again, we are playing Chelsea first, and then we'll go into that Barcelona game at the Nou Camp. Is Pickford in goal, Karaveev, Holding, Alvaro, and Garbett at the back, Marino and Storaro in midfield, D'Amico, Malcolm, and Neto in behind Gabriel Jesus. Right, looking at their team, they've got Willian at top, interesting. Hazard, Fernandez, and Lozano. Van Ginkel starting for them with Kante, Elba, Christensen, and Savic in midfield, and then Nacho at right back. That's an odd looking team to me. Few players out of position. Savage is normally a midfielder. Obviously, Williams normally a wide man. Christensen is a good defender, but I think we can get at them. So then, let's get into this game. Shooting from left to right, they kick off and they're all blue, we're now all white. Hopefully we can stamp our authority on this game. Right, so almost 20 minutes played. The ball's gone long. D'Amico wins it. Bill Jesus can try and find the left-hand side, but isn't able to. And Fernandez plays it into Willian. He's got a lot to do from where he is there, but he does beat his man and plays a lovely ball into Lozano. And they've got men over here. It has to be a goal, and it is. Oh my word, that was a lovely goal. To be fair to them, they worked it really, really well. Willian beat. I'm not sure who it was he ended up beating. One of the centre backs, I think. Yeah, Alvaro came out from his centre back area. You can see the space he left. Lozano filled it. And it was a quite fantastic finish from Bruno Fernandes. Player that they've signed for about 70 million this summer. And that's not a good start. To be honest, I expect more at home against anybody. I think we should be at least having a don't worry about this actually. Hang on. Hazard pulls it back and Savage has made it 2-0 and we are looking outclassed, which I didn't expect from how we've started the season, from who we've played. Every team we've played, we've been, I'd say, the better team. But they are just passing it round as Hazard gets there. Two players get attracted to him, cuts it back, and there's nobody marking anybody. So that's not what you want to see. Okay, there's a highlight here just for half time. They've got a throw in into Van Ginkel. Sora does tackle him. Then maybe we can lead a counter attack. It's a hopeful ball up at best, really. And we're not going to do anything with just hoofs like that. They go along towards Hazard. It works for them though. Hernandez back to Hazard. Back to Hernandez in so much space. What are we doing? What are we doing? How is Willian up front working for them? It shouldn't work. Kante's in lots of space. Falls back to Fernandez, and it's 3-0. This has been probably the worst half football since that Crystal Palace game at the start of last season. We've been absolutely atrocious in this game, and I don't understand where it's come from. I don't know why we're seeing us play like this. I mean, Chelsea are a very, very good side, no doubt about it. But we're just pulling ourselves way out of position. Right? Okay, we're gonna have to seriously change a lot of things in this half-time break. Absolutely appalling, aggressively, absolutely terrible. We are changing everything. Right, we're gonna go on attack. But we aren't going to close down as much because we keep just playing ourselves out of position. Particularly you need to not press. Stay where you are in the midfield. Who's having a particularly poor game? I think we need to make some substitutions as well. I'm bring on Ayer for Marino, not his best game. Also bring on Vlasic, put him on the right, and Malcolm on the left. D'Amico in behind. Jesus, and I'll leave the last sub for later on. Hopefully we can do something in this second half. The game's gone now, I know that, but perhaps just offer something. Right, Malcolm's got an injury, so that's going to be our last sub. I'm going to Andre Ivan, play him as a inside forward on attack. He's not doing very good, and perhaps he could improve by playing in one of the wide areas. I don't really know. There's a highlight going on here. Pickford clears up pitch. Jesus does win the header down to Andre Ivan, and he cuts inside. He plays it to Storaro, and apparently that's a penalty. Yeah, having his shirt pulled. Albert, I don't think that's going to be a red card. It didn't look like a clear opportunity to me. Yeah, it's a yellow card for him. And the penalty will be D'Amico. He is our perfect penalty taker, and I think he's taken 2, I think, and scored 2. So we shall see. D'Amico now runs up and puts it in the bottom corner. So we have one back. like I say, I think it's much too late to be thinking of a comeback, but we at least add some respectability to the scoreline. It's a nice penalty into the bottom corner, and yeah. Oh, another highlight going on here. 65 minutes played. It's corner's cleared as far as Ayer. Out to D'Amico, swings it back in. It's cleared. Suarez knocks it down to Vlasic. It's a little bit bouncy around the box, but Christensen can bring it clear. A bit of a hoof upfield. Willian knocks it down, but only to Serraro. Ayer, it's forward to D'Amico. Kante tries to end his life, but apparently that's not a free kick in this referee's opinion. Ayer tackles in, but once again, Chelsea get lucky and it falls back to them. Fernandez plays it to Van Ginkel, to Hazard in space. He hits the post, and Karavayev can clear. They're on the counter, but I don't think anything's going to come of this. Vlasic does it though. Oh, it's a good tackle there by Christensen. Right. Okay, we'll see what this highlight is. Ayer on the ball. We have a bit better second half. We've at least created chances. Ivan has played in. He's inside the box. It's a good save from Courtois. Perhaps he should have scored though. I'm going to tell the players to push forward. I'm going to tell them to calm now. Demand more. Okay, we'll demand more for the last 20 minutes. Because we've had some opportunities. I still don't think I mean, we don't deserve to be anywhere near the game, to be honest. They were so much better than us in that first half. But we've definitely offered a little bit more. We're into the last 10 minutes. Time's ticking down now. We have a throw in. Garbett takes it, plays it into Ayer. Back to Garbett. Goes up towards the Miko. First time to Gabriel Jesus into Ivan. Ivan needs to probably lay the ball off. He does do that well to Vlasic. Can he get the ball across? He can, and there's Gabriel Jesus. And it is actually back to 3-2. We actually have 7 minutes now when we could potentially actually get something from this game. Ivan did well here, played a lovely ball to Vlasic. Good first touch, took him past his fullback, and a ball back to the back post. And Jesus made no mistake from that tight angle. And is it possible? We have 3 minutes left. We're going to have to maybe just go ultra attacking overload. We're going to shoot on start. We're going to hit early crosses. We're going to go route one. We're going to run at their defence, be more expressive. We're going to push higher up. Prevent short, goalkeeping distribution. Take more risks. And run from position. Basically, we're going to do everything we can possibly do just to get the ball into their box and try and make something happen for this last 3 minutes or so. We have a corner here, 1 minute left and added time. Holding nods it down to Ayer. He shoots and Courtois gathers. Looks like it's going to be the only chance. And this second half has been so much better. I don't know what was going on in the first half. Why we were just so outclassed. Stats wise, in this second half, we've had everything in the game. Really, Kante is an absolute machine in midfield. I looked at his stats earlier on off camera, and my God, he's good. Let's play the Quetta now. I mean, a fourth would be really harsh, I think, from how the game's actually gone. Into the last seconds, and Lee Mason does not allow us to go anywhere near the goal. But yeah, looking at the stats, considering where we were at half time, we've pulled it back a hell of a lot. But still not good enough. I'm still not happy with the players. We should have not been in that position to be chasing that game as much as we were. And yeah, we need to be better against the top teams. That's for sure. Speaking of which, we've now got a game at the Nou Camp, so I'll see you there for that. Right, guys, so we're at the Barcelona game. The one change from that team we set up against Chelsea, Malcolm injury that he picked up means it's not a bad injury. In fact, he's fit now, but he's just not fully fit. 84% isn't enough, so I brought in Vlasic for him. D'Amico has moved inside. And other than that, we are unchanged, so let's get in there. Right, so looking at their team, Suarez is playing up top, Insigne, Rakitic, and Messi in midfield with Dembele, Busquets, Gula, Umtiti, Martinez, and Sergio Roberto and Chesney. Interesting team. Messi in midfield, that's an odd one. Suarez, how old is Suarez now? 33. In fairness, still is quite good, doesn't he? Yeah. Okay, well, we can only do what we can do. And here we are, the Nou Camp, looking looking very, very nice. Looking very, very nice, I must say. And they kick off. We are shooting from left to right. All white kit. And I've got no idea what to expect from this game. Messi actually starting the game with an injury, it looks like. Well, a minor injury. And actually his condition is very, very low for only 10 minutes into the game. I'm taking a bit of a risk on him. Right, we have a free kick here. Storaro, he chips it forward into the box. It's cleared by Martinez. I think he's going to come back to Storaro. It does. He doesn't get much support though. He's going to have to do something here. He crosses the ball in, and there's Gabriel Jesus, and there is the opening goal. I think it was a bit of a hopeful ball in by Storaro as he was closed down by two men, but Gabriel Jesus obviously found space in the box. It's a deep, deep cross. He just found a bit of a yard past Insigne, and Jesus got himself free and made no mistake with the header. And we lead at the Nou Camp. Wow. Our first shot in the game, Gulam now looks like he's lining up for a long throw. Who would have thought we'd see Barcelona doing a long throw system? But Pickford gathers the ball comfortably, and we can perhaps launch something here. Storaro wins the headache. Jesus can maybe find Vlasic and does. Oh, and Vlasic just pulls up there. That is something I've not seen before in this FM. And that's not good. That is really not good. And he's down injured, but D'Amico is playing on, and Jesus makes it 2-0. Vlasic looks like he might be in trouble, but we make it 2-0. D'Amico looked like he just sort of was just so much more alert than the other. Where this ball drops, Rakitic is just waddling almost, but D'Amico plays a fantastic ball across to him. He's been a sensation, D'Amico, for us. And Jesus grabbed his second of the game inside 20 minutes. We are going to make that sub though. Vlasic has picked up it looks like a bad injury. I mean, looking at the way it happened, it had to be a hamstring or something, a foot injury. How would you hurt your foot doing that? Just running. Right then, so I think we're going to bring on Elena, and move D'Amico out wide, making him a support role because that's what he prefers. And we will continue the changes, and hopefully it doesn't alter the pattern of play too much. Right, there's a highlight here. Holding clears not particularly effectively, and Martinez can recover possession. We're closing Sergio Roberto down, but they find a way out. Messi's on it now, into Rakitic. He puts it over the top to Roberto, pulls it back to Rakitic, got space on the edge of the area, and he puts it just wide. I thought that was a close one. Their first real time we've seen them put something together. A free kick here. Elena's on it. He strikes it into the wall, but he will retrieve it. Hopefully he doesn't lose it here, because otherwise we'd be in a bit of trouble. He plays it down to Storaro, who shot his cross is blocked, but we do recover possession. It's not a good ball that for Marino. Trying to find Neto, and it got cut out. But Neto does really well to win the ball back off Dembele. And it's difficult to know which way how it's going to go, but if we keep giving passes away like that, it's definitely not going to be for us. Messi now, he finds Suarez. Our defence is backing off a little here. And encourages Suarez to shoot, and he does, but it was never really troubling the goal. So they've had 5 shots, but none of them have been on target in this first half. They'll have to improve that as the first half comes to an end. A lovely got half for us. I say passionately, I'm very happy to keep it going. Overall, can't be dissatisfied with this first half. So I expect this just to be the normal start of half highlight, and it is. And we'll see how we get on. We've been very clinical in this game. You can see there, we've had 2 shots on target, and both of them have gone in. So nothing's happening really in this the second half. They're making some changes. Felipe Anderson and Sergi Samper has come on. We're also going to do likewise. I'm going to bring on Ronaldo Vieira. I think he's more of a physical player in that midfield. I'm going to leave the last sub. I'm thinking of bringing on Højbjerg for Storaro because of his fitness more than anything. But I don't want to risk another injury and going down to 10 men or something. I have a free kick now. Elena plays it forward. It's cleared. And he plays it now to Storaro. To Gabriel Jesus. What can he do? Serraro's on it, into Elena, a little bit of space. Into Vieira, Vieira again. Oh, he finds the top corner with sublime skill. Sublime. Ronaldo Vieira with a goal worthy of his name. Absolutely fantastic. See there, we're passing it around the edge of the box quite neatly. So I played it into Elena, into Vieira, and then he played it there to set him up, and he just unleashed one into the top corner, and it's 3-0 at the Nou Camp. Leeds United are thrashing the European elite, and now I'm going to make that sub. Hope is going to come on for Zoraro, and hopefully we can see out this last 10 minutes or so. They have a throw in here. Goulam's going to go long into the box, way into the box, and that's poor in defending. What is going on? How is Felipe Anderson just winning a header in the 6-yard box like that? For one thing, Pickford should be out. For another, we should be heading that clear. I don't understand what's going on there. That's just atrocious defending. But it should not matter in the grand scheme of things. We have 5 minutes to play, and we look like we're going to come through the two toughest teams in our group with 2 wins. With 10 seconds left, Elena with the free kick. He plays it into the box. He gets cleared. Vieira will recover. That was odd. I don't know what happened there. But that is the final whistle. It's 3-1. And what a win. What a win. Darcy just picked up an injury a few weeks out, unfortunately. Twisted ankle. I guess that can happen when you're running through like that. Yeah, that brings us to the end of the episode, guys. If you the next episode game will be maybe the sporting match in a few weeks' time. Yeah, something like that. So if you have enjoyed this episode, guys, please do leave a like. A win at their Nou Camp. A defeat in the league, unfortunately, but what can you do? If you have enjoyed it, please leave a like. Subscribe to the channel if you'd like to see more. Follow me on Twitter, of course, at DRCDave1. And until next time, I'll talk to you guys later. Goodbye.